I am getting worried about Man United headed into next season. This isn't the type of video that I usually do, you guys, but I feel like with all the transfer news, with all the stuff we're hearing about them, unfortunately, I think they are cooking right now. I'm going to tell you exactly why in this video. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We're here to talk about Man United today. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. Use code MHF for 8% off. Follow me on Instagram as well at DonHussam6 and add me on Snapchat. And this is where I got this shirt from, so go check it out. And look, let's just get straight into it. Look, guys, I don't usually do these type of videos. I really don't. I think probably in my whole time as a YouTube content creator talking about football, I've probably done like maybe 5 to 10 Man United related pre-records. I don't think I've done any. But this time is something different. Man United are being intelligent in the transfer window, and I think they deserve praise for it. And they're actually worrying me a little bit for next season. And I'll tell you exactly why. Look, Man United remind me of Liverpool at the start when we were being successful, when we started to make the intelligent transfers and the intelligent signings, when we were signing the players that people were looking at going like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? Santos? What do you mean? Yuri Tielemans for 35 million? What do you mean? And my perspective is the following. They're taking that Ederson money and they're going to buy 3 midfielders with it. Let me show you the Fabrizio tweet first, and then after the Fabrizio tweet, we'll get into the, the details of it, because this is the tweet today that made me a bit worried. I won't even lie to you. Manchester United want to sign 1 more midfielder after Tielemans and Santos. Plan to add 1 more defensive player after Casemiro's exit. Not over yet. This was Fabrizio's tweet. This was the tweet by Fabrizio. You guys can see the date right here, 14th July, which would be yesterday by the time this video is uploaded. Today is the recording time. And I look at it from this perspective. Fabrizio Romano came out again and said that the midfielder that Man United are looking at, and one of the names mentioned, is Kone. Now, Kone's price tag is somewhere between 50 and 60 million. So that's 50 for Santos, 50 for Kone, and 35 for the Tielemans. For the price of Ederson and 10 million, you went and got 3 midfielders. Now, from my perspective, I feel like Man United are raising their floor a little bit. Because Man United's problem was never the starting 11. The starting 11 at Man United is actually a good starting 11. Unfortunately, I don't want any of these things that I'm saying to be true. I really don't. I want every single Man United player to flop. I want Man United to fail. But I have to be honest and objective. And this is the first time I've done a video like this about Man United, because they're doing all the intelligent transfers that we used to do. My club, Liverpool Football Club, we used to do these intelligent transfers, and they're the ones doing it now. That money that was going to be spent on Ederson, they went and took that and basically signed 3 midfielders for the price of 1. And they're raising their floor, because their floor is Manuel Ugarte and players of that level. That's their floor. Their ceiling is not the problem. The problem is not with the Cunhas and the Brunos and the Mbuemos of the world. We know that that's not the problem. The problem is their squad. How can they compete on all fronts? How can they be in 2 competitions per week and survive? And transfers like this is exactly how you survive 2 games per week, and exactly how you bring that element of squad depth. Yuri Tielemans and Kobe Mainoo can't work in the same midfield unless there's a DM next to them. If there's a DM next to them, it can work. If there is no DM next to them, it can't work. Now, one of the things is Yuri Tielemans and Kobe Mainoo are very similar type midfielders, meaning that because Kobe Mainoo's had a few injuries here and there, and maybe he's young and inexperienced, Yuri Tielemans, if you would like, is like Kobe Mainoo Pro Max. He's the older version of him. He's an experienced Kobe Mainoo. He's a Kobe Mainoo that has the experience and the legs and the know-how. If in a game Kobe Mainoo can't play, you have the options to play Tielemans. There are so many different combinations of midfield you could go for, so many different midfield threes you can go for. You could go Kone, Tielemans, Bruno. You could go Kone, Mainoo, Bruno. You could go with Kone, Tielemans, and Mainoo if you want to rest Bruno or whatever it is. All of these are new options. All of these are the things Man United are capable of. And I'm starting to get worried about them, because they're slowly, but surely raising their floor. And I think their biggest problem was actually squad depth, because the problem with Man United was every time one or two key players got injured or didn't play, they suffered. And now they're raising their floor. And I think this is one of the key things. This is one of the key changes for them, is improving squad depth. Now, look, I see Man United fans online complain about it, and listen, it's their club. They can complain about whatever they want, but I see no reason why they should complain. I think you're making smart, intelligent signings. I think Man United are improving slowly but surely. And the reason why I say I'm getting worried about them is I confidently, even though we finished below Man United last season, we all know one season is never a measuring stick. Man United have had like an unstable environment since 2013. That's the reality. For the most part, even Man United fans will say this. This is not like a diss or anything. This is the reality. For the most part, Man United have had one good season, one bad season. One good season, one bad season. Bad season, David Moyes. Good season, Van Gaal. Bad season, Van Gaal, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like a cycle, you know? Good season, Ten Hag. Bad season, Ten Hag. Good season, Oli. Bad season, Oli. It was just a repetitive cycle. And I think players like this also bring an element of stability. Players like this overall improve the team. Players like this overall improve the squad, because now you have Premier League experienced players too. Andre Santos, Yuri Tielemans, they don't need to get used to the league. They don't need to get used to the Premier League, the language, the whatever it is, English culture. They've already experienced it. Like they've already been there. They've experienced it. Yuri Tielemans is a Champions League experienced player as well, and he's the Belgian captain. As you guys know, when KDB was playing as well, he was the Belgian captain, literally. You know, and he's played Champions League games. He's been there, done that. He's 29 years old, so he's not a kid. And they made the transfers for only 35 million euros. I mean, sorry, pounds. What can 35 million pounds even get you nowadays? What can 35 million pounds even get someone nowadays? Like, what can I buy for 35 million pounds? With all due respect, Mateus Fernandes is 90 million, you know, Tonali. The only midfielder I think was worth fighting for was probably Sandro Tonali, because I rate him highly. I think he's a good midfielder. I think he can improve them. But other than that, Elliot Anderson is not worth that money. We all know this. Mateus Fernandes is not worth that money. We all know this. And this is the thing for me. So now I think it's on Man United fans, because I think Manchester United biggest enemy, and I'm not even going to be dramatic, as you guys can tell. I've literally been objective this whole stream. This whole video. I'm so used to live streaming. This whole video I've been so objective. I think Man United biggest enemy is actually Man United fans. And I'll tell you exactly why. If Man United fans believe in the project and believe in what Manchester United higher-ups are trying to achieve, they can achieve that element of stability. They can achieve that element of, we are going to become a Champions League club. We're not going to fall off. We're not going to finish 15th again or 8th again or 10th or whatever. We're going to finish in Champions League positions. We're going to play beautiful football, and we are going to stabilize ourselves. And this has been the key error at Man United. Because, yes, you could have signed Chouameni and Barcola, but once both of them get injured, then what? And the reason why I say Man United fans are Man United's biggest enemy is, you look at it from the perspective, like objectively, if Man United fan is expecting Michael Carrick and this Manchester United team to win the league and to compete for the league and to do this and to do that, you're already setting them up to fail. Because one thing we've got to be honest about, a Man United manager under pressure is not the same as a Man United manager without pressure. Let's use Erik Ten Hag as an example. I don't want to go that far back. Erik Ten Hag, first season, not much pressure. Third, Carabao Cup, everyone happy. As soon as there became pressure on him to win the league and to compete and to blah, 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 and the end of an era and all this stuff, he failed miserably. If you put expectations on Michael Carrick to win a league title, to compete for a league title, you're already setting him up to fail. I think if Man United finish third or fourth and win a domestic cup and do well in the Champions League, I would consider that a successful season that they can build on. Because the thing is for Man United is they need to start building on their seasons. They need to start stabilizing their club because they have a completely unstable environment. So that's why for me, I'm starting to worry. Because had Man United went out there and signed two, you know, names out there in world football, yes, you would be worried in the moment, but when the season happens, you realize, okay, they still have the same squad issues. They still have the same team issues. They still have the same starting 11 issues. However, now, when you're improving your squad and you're getting better slowly but surely, things like this don't happen. Because if you can't play Menu, you play Tielemans. Because if you can't play player X, you play Andre Santos. If you want to rest this guy for a game, you play Manu Kone, blah, blah, blah. Or they can start all three of them with each other. This is the reality of the situation. They're giving themselves options. And if they achieve stability, they slowly but surely build and become that club. And I know Man United fans won't like to hear this, but the true measuring stick is actually my club, Liverpool, because we did this under Jurgen Klopp when we signed the Wijnaldums and the Robertsons and the Joe Gomez's and the Matips, and we made intelligent transfers. When Salah signed for Liverpool, never forget, they came out and said, Egyptians Cuadrado. They said that about Salah. Sadio Mane, another Southampton player. Firmino from Hoffenheim. Henderson, Sunderland. Wijnaldum, Newcastle. Robertson, Hull City. Van Dijk, Southampton. Dutch Chris Smalling. You guys remember? Trent was an academy player. So this notion that, you know, Man United can't improve is a false one. And I think they're worrying me now because they're doing all these intelligent transfers that we're not used to seeing Man United do. We're used to seeing Man United go and buy the Harry Maguire and go buy the Alexis Sanchez and buy players like this. And eventually they all come to Man United, can't handle the pressure and they end up flopping. But now with transfers like this, they improve their team slowly but surely. They improve their squad, they raise their floor, and they get a lot better. Now, I hope all of these players flop. I hope none of them succeed. I hope Man United fail. I hope the project fails. But as things stand, if I'm going to be objective about it, I am really worried about Man United right now because they're improving massively. And signings like this will continue to improve them. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Hopefully, I don't make more videos like this because this was painful for me to even be as objective as this about Man United for 11 minutes. But I had to say the truth, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And I'll see you whenever I see you. Peace out, people.